It was 2 years ago on the USA campus. An unarmed white teenager was shot and killed by a black campus police officer. The comparison is now gaining attention on social media. Local 15's Christian Jennings joins us now. Christian, the Washington Times even published an article recently comparing and contrasting the two cases.
That's right, they did, Greg, and the headline right here reads, "White teen killed by black cop in Alabama, Mirrors Ferguson." Michael Brown and Gil Collars, both teenagers who were unarmed when they were shot and killed by police officers. In both cases, a grand jury refused to bring charges against them. But as last week's Washington Times article points out, there's a drastic difference in the way both the community and national media reacted to the cases. In addition to nationwide protests, Ferguson has been plagued with violence and looting. 2 years ago in Mobile, the outcry wasn't the same.
I think in Ferguson there was an ongoing sense of mistrust between police and community. That was maybe the main difference in the backdrop, is that there was already a tension there in Ferguson that wasn't present on the South Alabama campus. So we were just dumbfounded and horrified there.
The case in Ferguson was a classic look-like racial black on white, white against black. And so that we have so many case points on that.
David Ritchie, presiding bishop at the Gulf Coast Christian Center in Mobile, says the difference in the two communities is apples and oranges.
We do have our problems, the serious racial problems to a large degree, even here in Mobile in Alabama. But when you look at the United States, you got to take in the geographical region. You got to look at the spiritual climate, the economic climate. A lot of variables there other than saying black and white. In the local trial, you had a whole different environment there. You have a college environment. So you have different thinking, you have different situations. Also, the victim in the case was an obvious problem to any officer. So what happened is different than what happened in Ferguson.
Now, the first interview you heard, by the way, that was Fry Gilliard. He is a civil rights expert here in Mobile. We should note, after the Gil Collars shooting, the district attorney said that a blood test showed Collars was on the hallucinogen 25I. Now, to read this full Washington Times article comparing these two cases, visit our website, local15tv.com. Just click on the Find It section. Kim.